anxiety is not ruining your life. Ignoring the signals from your heart is ruining your life. Anxiety itself is a siren, not a sin. It's not here to destroy you. It's here to wake you up. And no, of course, you don't need to calm down, Camera B. You don't need to calm down, Camera C. You need to find a new way to listen to your body and your heart. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. Let me show you how to fully understand your anxiety and stop letting it run your show. You know, when you were a younger person, they told you that anxiety means you're broken. But what if it means you're a sensitive person in a world that forgot how to care? I personally care. I care, friends. I care a lot about justice in the world. I care a lot about other people feeling respected. I care a lot about LGBTQ rights. I care a lot about my family, my friends. I care about people I don't know. I care. I'm a caring machine. And the tension that creates in a world that has forgotten how to care, that dismisses caring, that shuffles caring, shuffle them off to the side. Get rid of them. Diminish. Take it down a notch. With your care, in a world that does that to people who care, the tension of being someone who cares automatically, who cares because they haven't learned to turn off their feelings yet, or they've never been successful at turning off their feelings. You know, people who care in a world that doesn't care, there's automatic tension there. And that tension can be read as stress. That tension can be read as anxiety. That tension can ruin your life if you don't listen to how much you care, if you don't honor how much you care. So I'd like to debunk for you the idea that anxiety is somehow a flaw. What if anxiety is not a weakness? What if anxiety is not you being weak? What if anxiety is wisdom that's trapped? What if anxiety is not weakness? What if anxiety is wisdom that has been trapped? And your job is to let it go. Let it flow. Honor it. Respect it. Anxiety only gets louder if you ignore it. And yes, you'll be in very stressful situations sometimes, and anxiety will be huge. That happens in everyone's life. But anxiety about, that email you sent, what people at work think about you, those sorts of anxieties only grow and get more intense when they are ignored. And if you've been ignoring those lower level anxieties for a long time, they will pile up and they will build up and they will become something huge. And then, of course, you got a voice in your head saying, well, you should be over it. It's just an email. You should be over it. Anybody else have that inside your head? You can and you must name it in order to keep it from owning you. You must name your anxiety in order to keep it from owning you. So here's your practical tip. You say out loud, I am afraid because, And then you practice meeting with compassion anything that comes after that. You practice embracing. You practice being kind with. You practice loving the answer. I feel afraid because. What do you have to tell me? What are you going to tell me? I'm ready. I'm in love with your answer. So you can journal and you can whisper to yourself, what am I really scared of? Is it real? Is it as strong as it seems to be? And remember, you don't have to solve your feelings. You don't have to solve anxiety. You just have to face them. You just have to turn around and say, anxiety. What am I afraid of? I embrace with kindness any fear I have. You don't have to solve anxiety. You just have to be present when it visits. So let's talk about calming your nervous system. And I'd like to do an exercise with you to help you remain calm. We're going to do a breath reset and a grounding. Put your hand on your heart if you're able to, or close your eyes if you'd like, and take a deep breath in and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Let's try that again. Inhale. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. It is much harder for anxiety to get a grip and to move out of control if you're breathing and holding the breath. The breath has 4 parts. Pause, inhale, pause, exhale. And if you begin to stretch all of the 4 parts, it's much harder for anxiety to run off with a story inside your head. Not impossible, but it gets harder. And what we're trying to do is be present with the anxiety when it's at a manageable level so that it doesn't run out of control. And you can have a moment where you close your eyes and you say to yourself, I am safe now. I'm okay. I'm here. I love you. Breathe with me. Yes? Being kind and mentoring yourself. Your anxiety isn't asking you to change. It's asking you to come home. Your anxiety is not asking you to change. It is asking you to come home. Come back to yourself. It's a clue that something's off, and you need to be present with the sensations, the feelings, and your own heart, and with any messages that may be in your purview, in your body, in your soul, in your life. And not every thought is the truth, and not every feeling is the same as a fact. So anxiety can often spin up when we don't need it, because it's better to have a false positive than a false negative when it comes to anxiety. That's one of the ways that we protect ourselves. But of course, that means that there's often a situation where the anxiety has spun up and there's nothing real feeding it. Your brain's job, and has been its job for your whole life, is to protect yourself. It is not your brain's job to tell you the exact truth. It takes a lot, listen, camera C, it takes a lot of spiritual practice to see the truth and to have that kind of clarity in your life. And with anxiety, it clouds your clarity purposefully, because its job is to get you to run, to get you to change, to get you to stop. And sometimes you need to stand in the center of your truth and breathe instead. Let's talk about reframing. Instead of the anxiety saying, this will never end, you could replace that for yourself with a little mantra. This is only a moment in my lifetime. It's okay to keep trying. This is only a moment in my lifetime. It's okay to keep trying. I want to let you feel a shift for yourself. Listen to me. You don't have to fix everything. You just have to stay here with yourself. You don't have to fix yourself, your life, your job, money, relationships. You don't have to fix any of them right in this second. You just have to stay with yourself. Some final words of encouragement today, because anxiety is actually a superpower. It's a superpower. It's a gift that might have gone a little rogue. But honestly, being a feeling person with lots of energy is not a bad thing if we can learn to be present with the energy. Your anxiety may be trying to protect your softness. Your anxiety may be trying to protect how soft you are. And you don't have to get rid of anxiety per se. You just have to lead it instead of it leading you. You, your soul, is different from anxiety, the scared inner child. Inner child's fine. Inner child's okay. We guide the inner child. But you, your soul, needs to be in charge. Your soul needs to be in charge. And it always will be. If you can embrace how you feel and be open to the messaging of your feelings, your heart, your universe. Lead your fear like you'd lead someone, a small child who's afraid, with love and not with shame. And here's the big truth. The world is anxious. The world is on edge right now. And you are learning how to choose peace anyway. That is not easy. And it is powerful. So a few things to remember before we say goodbye. You don't have to do it alone. You should normalize your setbacks. Go one step further and 20 steps back. We've all done it. And I'd like you to listen carefully to every single syllable I'm about to tell you. You're allowed to take up space. You are not a burden. You are learning, and you are enough. If you love the vibes around here, if you love me, you can work with me one-on-one through the coaching program. You can also join us for our Saturday workshops. I'd love to see you. And of course, at jeffreymarsh.com, we have our membership community where you get to interact with me and have a sense of belonging. Yeah, not too shabby, not too bad. You don't need to fix your anxiety to have a beautiful life. You just need to start listening to your heart differently. Take very good care.